Illinois' freshmen were the story in their win over Ohio State. We got an hour and 14-minute long recap. I think that's the longest we've done this year up on the channel right now. A couple other Brad Underwood quote videos today for you Illinois fans as well, including this video where we discuss Brad's words for his freshmen after this game. The one-liner he gave on Keaton Wagler and David Mirkovich's dominance was this. He said, quote, "There aren't enough adjectives to describe them." He went on moments later to say that he won't put a ceiling on what Keaton Wagler could be. So he doesn't see one. But the idea that there aren't enough adjectives to describe them, Cart. You want to try?
I mean, different ones for different players here, but a couple that come to mind. Nasty, cold. I mean, anywhere else you want to go for Merck, crazy
Mhm.
is definitely in there. Both are skilled. I'm trying to save myself from naming too many adjectives, so I inherently step up and not saying adjectives. So I think I'm gonna stop now.
Spectacular. You said skilled. Maybe
Stupendous.
stupendous. Dominant.
Mm.
Scary. Fun.
Young.
Cre- Creative. Basketball. That's a noun.
Damn it.
Ah. See, I really thought we could do like a 7-minute video just naming adjectives, and then here I am saying nouns.
I'm just glad it wasn't me, to be honest with you. Not feel for you in this moment, but I'm just glad it's not me.
That one hurts. I'm supposed to be the wordsmith on this program. Um, you think this is going to be consistent from them? 45 points, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 11 combined rebounds, 9 of them from Merck, but they led the team in minutes. I think it's very safe to say. I mean, so much was made, right? So much was made about the identity of this team being experience.
Hmm.
When that the only company line we heard all year was retention.
Yep.
And we're one game into the Big Ten season, and it's two freshmen just delivering better than previous freshmen being the identity of this team. Does that feel sustainable to you?
I think it feels sustainable because to me, if outside looking in, watching this, I have a hard time not thinking Brad or one member of the staff or maybe the other Underwood besides Brad sees what he has. Like he sees this. He sees what's going on. He sees what the offense looks like. And I think it's hard to deny the fact that it's it can be special when those two are main cogs of it, I guess I would say. Um, and I trust that the staff does see that. And I do think it is sustainable because I do think that those guys have a level of like on top of the skill and every other adjective that we just used, they're also more so Wagler than Merck, but still even Merck to his credit, I'll give him some credit on this one. They're poised, like they don't play like freshmen. I think they avoid freshman mistakes necessarily. Like, yeah, they might have a bad game. Having a bad game is different than just making a bunch of freshmen like young dickhead mistakes. Merck has those moments, but like for the most part, he doesn't. And I think it makes his team really dangerous because of it.
Yeah, I think I think how often have we talked about this with Brad where on the fly, I think the greatest skill set Brad Underwood has is adapting. And it's funny because in the middle of a game, he doesn't have a reputation as a good in-game adjustment coach. He's been stellar at that this year, though. Like, can't take it away from him. He's made in-game tweaks offensively, defensively multiple times that have worked. This
Mm.
game, he switched Kylan to Andre. Other games, he's changed what the offense is doing on the fly. It's all worked. So, like, he should be in the mix for Coach of the Year type discussions, I think, right now. But regardless, the point is the big strength on the Brad Underwood scout in the big picture is this: whatever he thinks his team is in October, usually by December, it's something completely different.
Right.
But it's always better than what it was in October. That's
Hmm.
been true for 9 years at Illinois. Maybe not one of them, but 8 of 9, it's been true. Um, this year's team, I look at it, man, and it was Brad leading the story on this. Brad was the one pumping, hey, the difference this year, we're older. We brought our guys back. We're experienced. What a luxury it is. And by the way, they are. I'm not saying that doesn't help this team because Kylan's been amazing this year. Big T's been worse than he was a year ago, but it's still important to have him. Rickhouse has been awesome for this team. Like there is a sense of there are more vets on this team than at least some previous years. But I just think it's one of those things clearly right now. The story of the identity of this team and what's going to raise their ceiling more than anything. It's not that they've got vets. It's that their freshmen are so much better than anyone realized. Even Brad and Kylan and everyone, right? Keaton's even better than they thought. And Merck is just more productive than they thought.
Yeah, I mean it's what we talk about in the summer, like when we talk about teams that correctly hit on off-season moves. They
Yeah.
got good recruiting with good freshmen, right? Merck is in that mold, even though he came from overseas. That's part of the freshman recruiting class. Um, they get a portal piece in Stojakovic, and then they retain guys. Oh, and Avicic too. And then they retain guys. Like that's what you want to do. Like every team is kind of set out to do a little good mixture of each. And maybe we want Brad to maybe look at this team different role wise, but in the grand scheme of like how you want to like put together a team, he did it correctly.
Yeah, it's hard to criticize anything. I'm always going to criticize it just because I get to see it every day. This team's one Merez Johnson away from being the team to beat.
Facts.
And I don't know how you would have done it because Merck's arguably better than Merez this year. I'm not saying you would have done that,
You
but
play them both.
right. You got to find a way to do what Dusty's done with Merez, keep him happy in a mix with Mara and Yaxel. Brad could not figure that out within the Aviciches and Merck, but if they did, he's like the only thing this team is missing. But that's beside the point, right? Brad was perfect this offseason. I just see that every day and it keeps hitting me in the head of like, damn, I wish Illinois had that as much as I don't wish Illinois had that.
Mhm.
Um, it's kind of funny to look back because I felt like when you do look back, the thing that everyone says, like, why did last year's team fall short? Oh, they were just too young. This team ain't gonna fall short because they're young. They got better young, you
Well,
know.
but also the part of it was like last year it was young, but also like the young guys played like young guys.
And this year, Keaton plays like a vet.
Yeah, like Kasparis was very youthful in how he played.
But yeah, shit, honestly, Merck would have loved Kasparis.
Probably, yeah. That
Those
would have
two,
been, God, that would have been chaotic.
those two would have been fun.